Hi friends, in the last video we discussed about reference errors and the precautions to be taken to avoid reference errors. Today we are going to discuss about very important functions, that is max, minimum, average, countif and count. These functions are very important as far as data analysis is concerned. And also, when we know the average, how can we calculate the number of occurrence above average and also below average? For example, if you know the average score in a subject, how many students scored above average marks and how many of them have below average? Okay, let us see. In today's lesson, we are going to analyze the score sheet data. That is, what is the highest and lowest score, average score, number of students who have secured above and below averages, and total number of students attended. So for all these, we can use different functions. So let us understand the syntax of maximum, minimum, and average. So is equal to maximum is the function, and we can give numbers, and the maximum of these numbers will be the output, the return value. But instead of giving these numbers one by one, we can select these ranges from here. Click here and drag and select the ranges after typing the maximum function. Similarly, minimum and average also we have to give the numbers, and the average and minimum of that numbers will be the output of the function. Instead of giving numbers, we can select the range here also. So let us check it in the Excel cell. Let us try the function here is equal to maximum max, then press the tab, then select the range. Then you have to close the bracket. Instead of closing bracket here, you can just press enter key. The bracket will be automatically closed and the function will return a value. That is 46 is the maximum. Sorry, maximum value. Then instead of typing the same function here, we can copy the function. Then the range address is automatically changed by Excel because it is the reference is relative reference. So now here minimum, then press enter key and select the score. Don't select beyond this, the result will be something else. Okay, press enter. So now you can drag here. Similarly, we can type the average AVA. So here the list of functions will be shown here. Press enter or double click here. Then you select the range. Press enter and you can drag. So this is the average, and here you can notice that two ashes are given here because the value cannot be displayed because the cell width is lower to display the value. So what we do, we go and click here between C and D, a line will be there. So just double click on that. So you can increase the width of the column. Next, let us see how to find out the number of students who secured above average score or below average score, and the number of students attended the examination. Let us see what functions to be used here and the syntax of that functions. So let us see how to find out the below and above average students and number of students attended the exam. So we use countif function. The syntax is countif range and criteria. Range we know the students range score range, and criteria is what should be counted. That is, suppose we are giving that for above average students, so we have to criteria should be given as below average students less than this value 35.67. So instead of giving this value, we can select the cell address. So criteria should be a string, so it should be given in double quotes. Criteria should be given in double quotes. So while giving the cell address is a if it is given in string, that won't be accepted and the result will be 0. So we greater than or equal to sign we will give in quotes, and we concatenate the string. It should be given as a string, so we add an ampersand and sign to the cell address. So that will we see the while typing the formula. That is very important. Then only we can give the cell address with the criteria. because if it is given 35.67, whenever this value changes due to some edit or some change in the score of the students, we have to change the formula also. But there is no need. The average and everything will be recalculated if you give the cell address. Similarly, count the value 1 to value 2. Instead of giving that, we can select the range. It should be noted that the numbers is counted in the cell. How many numbers are there? If one student is absent and A is marked as absent for marked as a text, then it will not be counted because that student is not attended the examination. But if you marks if you keep it blank, if you kept it blank, then what happens? Then that will be counted as 0. So be careful while using the function. You just examine after entering the function here is equal to count if tab, select the range, then give comma. Then next is the criteria. Criteria should be given as a string. String should be in double quotes. So quotes, then below average student, so below less than, the average value is 35.67. 35.67 and close the quotes and enter key. So 4 is good. So here there is a drawback. So if some changes in the score occurs, the average will be changed. So at that time we have to change the formula because it is given as a fixed value. Instead of giving this 35.67, we have to select the cell address. Cell address should be given. And for that we have to make some changes in the formula. So instead of so let us see how to make the changes. We delete this portion and double quotes. Then again we have to give less than and close the quotes. So that string is closed. Then we have to give the formula here. I will explain by writing the formula here how we can. Let us see how to write the string. So is equal to count if, then range, then we have to give the string that is equal to, we write the less than value, close the string, and we have to add another string that is concatenate. That string should be, because we are going to give the cell address, so and that is ampersand and give the cell address. Cell address is what? B11. We can type B11, then close the bracket. So here we have to type the count if. The first portion I am not typed here, that is count if, range, then comma, then this less than sign, put it in double quotes, then ampersand is used to concatenate the string value to the less than sign. This is the syntax. In this way you have to give the function value. Then whenever there is a change in this B11, that is average score, that change also will be taken in the counting formula. Okay, let us see. Then we change the we remove this and less than, then after that need not give any comma or something like that, just type ampersand and click on the average value, that is B11 is displayed here, and press enter. So okay, so we can drag here because the cell address will be changed because it is a relative reference. We discussed relative reference in previous lessons. Then is equal to, again, criteria, count if tab, select the range, then comma, and again we have to give the greater than sign because they have above average students. Close the quotes, then put the ampersand for concatenate the string, select the cell address, that is the range, and press enter. So 2. So here, okay. In this way we can click and drag the formula, and the cell address automatically changed by Excel because it is a relative reference. So next we have to find out the number of students attended the exam. So we use the count tab, select the range, then press enter. 6. So just drag it. So we can see that 6 students. Suppose one student is absent, so we have marked absent here, then it will be 5. Suppose here no mark is given or 0 is not given. 0 is given, then it is 6. Then if it is nothing is given, and it will show 5. So we have to take care of in this case. So we know the score is here, okay, 6, but we have 2, that is 4 into 4 plus 2, above average and below average 4 plus 2, 6. Here also below average 4 and 2, but here 3 and 2 it is 5, so 1 is missing. So we can examine, that is 37. Here is 37. When one student scored 37, that is the exact average value, but what is we given here? We given less than average and here greater than average, so that number will not be counted. So we have to give either below average or above average. The student should be average and above average. Then we have to do, that is greater than or equal to. We have to do greater than or equal to, because he has scored average score and he can be considered as above average. Then it should be the greater than or equal to. Both will be uh, examined, and the result we can see that is 4 students. So 4 and 2, 6. So less than or equal to, we have to, in both cases we should not count it, it will become 7. So in this way we can find out this. So the sum, we already have the sum function, sum in the previous class. Then maximum, minimum, average, above average and below average, that is count and count if we have understood well. All these are very important in data analysis. Here one more thing we have to do is, we have to, this formatting we have to do, because in the previous class we just done it. Just select it and we can decrease the decimal by clicking here, that is to 1 decimal place. Here number format is here, they explained in previous video lessons. So those who want the details of that, just see that video also. Okay, thank you very much for today's lesson. I wait for the next lesson. Every week 2 lessons will be posted, that is Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thank you all. Goodbye.